Hi, Masati with Exponential Intelligence, the fastest way to transform your life. And those people who know me know that I predicted what's been happening as of late years ago. Predicted the virus, predicted a lot of things, and now the Epstein file. Now, again, I'm not a psychic in any way or anything like that, but I just want to share this with you. The Epstein list, full list of names revealed. What I predicted, okay, is that, well, a lot of garbage, a lot of dirt is going to be coming up in the next few years. And it has so many things that, are hidden underneath for centuries, actually. And all that stuff is coming up. It might happen in your life as well. All your garbage will be coming up as well, not just these famous individuals. But look at all these names. I'm not here to vilify anybody or destroy anybody. A lot of the names on the here have been people who Epstein assaulted. So it was their victims. But the key is, I want to get to this point right here is, let's see, where did it go? Prince Andrews, Bill Clinton. What are people like that? The millionaire financier who socialized with royalty and celebrities was accused of running a large network of underage girls for sex. So that's what I want to really focus on. Okay. Not about the names, because again, we don't know all the whole story. But if you look at it, it's nothing new. You know, Back in the day, kings and royalty used to do that all the time for hundreds and hundreds of years. We've done that to each other all the time. Epstein just happened to be the one that brought it out in light. That's the difference. So what we want to do is understand why something like this happens in human consciousness or in human society. Again, this isn't the only time this has happened, but why does something like this happen over and over and over and over again? And if it wasn't for Epstein, it'd be somebody else, right? I'm sure the royal families in today's world, there's probably a bigger ring that we don't even know about. Epstein could be just a small portion of what could be happening out there, right underneath our eyes. That's the sad part. Why has civilization, humanity, come to this point where we have to abuse people? And here's the key: all those people who abuse others are royalty. They should have what, the creme de la creme of everything, and they're not happy. And then what they have to do is abuse themselves. So is the way we create fame and fortune, maybe it's the wrong way that we're doing it. Maybe it's totally wrong. Because what happens in this scenario is that, you're poor, you're whatever, you're abused, you create fame and fortune, right? That was your driver, right? Or maybe you're just that average Joe Schmo that got into fame and fortune, whatever it might be. And what you've done is you've sacrificed the thing that was important to you the most, your presence or your essence, or somebody call it your spirit. So as you climb your ladder to fame and fortune, well, sometimes people kill themselves, right? There's a lot of great intellectual individuals, they commit suicide. Why does that happen? Another version of it is like, well, if you're not going to kill yourself, well, you have to replete or replenish your your essence that you forsaken, right? Or you sold, so to speak. So what do? It's one or the other. So if you don't commit suicide, well, then you'd have to go and abuse people. You'd have to destroy other people's lives and step on them to make you feel better, because then you feel like you're in power. But then over time, that shit doesn't work either, because you need more power, you need more people to abuse, and it goes on and on. And it's the vicious cycle of humanity. And that's why, well, it's gotten worse, to the point that it's in every household. Look at what happens to families. What about your families? Have you been abused in your families? Well, Epstein is just a takeoff of that version of it. Epstein is just say, um, it's like a Walmart of sexual abuse, where your familial sexual abuse is, like a mom and pop shop. Simple as that. He incorporated it. So, the royalty incorporated. So there's no difference. It's just the level of, say, abuse that we can do to each. The key is that we can't look at, say, a singular event, okay, like the Epstein case, or whatever else that I predicted that will come out, in the near future. And believe me, there's a lot of darker stuff that will come out in the near future, by the way. Everything is going to be revealed for you, again, at the grand scale and then at your personal life as well. So it's a great opportunity for us not to hide, because we've done that in the past. We keep hiding and burying things. And then what happens? Those things fester. And as they fester, well, we have to, shove them down, knock them down. Hence, we have to abuse people, right? Because we don't want that shit to like flourish within us. It's like, hey, that's not me. So what do? We abuse and destroy and so on. So it's a great opportunity. And that's what this reality is about, this new consciousness that's coming in, the purity wave, as I called it, where we have an opportunity to see the garbage that's infested within us, that's taken over our genetics, our DNA, and go, gosh, you know what? We don't need that anymore. So as things come out, be truthful with yourself. As personal things come out that you don't like, don't hide it. Just don't hide it. Face it. It's like, hey, and it's probably not even yours. It's probably just genetic habits that, you inherited from your parents, which they inherited from their parents, and so on and so on and so on. So the stuff isn't even yours anyway. So be truthful with yourself and go, yep, that's the stuff that we need to leave as an individual, as a family, as a society, as a species. It's a perfect time for us to clean up. So what are you going to do? Are you going to become exponentially intelligent and do something about it? Or are you going to perpetuate the problem that is infested the human consciousness and bury it, just like we have in the past? It's your choice. You decide.